Recording of this session will be posted on the group chat after this session. Okay. So today's session we're going to be talking about two topics. Okay. The first one we're going to be talking about is time management. Okay. Time management, effective time management. So now you want to learn how to trade forex, right? Effective time management. You want to learn how to trade forex, right? But the truth about everything now is that if you don't have effective time management, if you don't know how to actually manage your time effectively, you are not actually going to have enough time to actually learn forex. Okay, what do I actually mean by that? Now we all have very, very busy schedules. We have things we are doing and everything like that, right? Now, if I now I'm trying learning forex and I don't actually effectively manage my time properly, the amount of time or the amount of hours I'm going to use to dedicate into learning the skill set of forex is going to be very, very, very low. It's going to be very low because I'll probably go to work and maybe come back late and things like that. You understand? So if I'm dedicating little amount of time to learning this skill set, I'm not really going to have results very, very quickly. My results going to be a little bit slow, all right? But then if I know how to effectively manage my time, if effectively my time, I'm going to have more than enough time for what they call it, my trading. Okay. So now, how can someone effectively manage his or her time? Now, on morning sessions, what we normally do is we actually do we actually have psychological training. Okay. And what does this actually mean? When it comes to trading forex now, if I just come and just teaching technical analysis and and what do you call it? Fundamental analysis, right? And sentimental analysis. That is just what do you call it? That's just 10% of what is required to be a good forex trader. Do you get what is required? That is just 10% of what is required to be a good forex trader. Just 10%. Yes, and the remaining 90% of what is required to be a good forex trader and successful forex trader is psychology. Okay, which has to do with sorry, which has to do with your risk management, has to do with your mentality, has to do with how you approach the market, has to do with the way you organize your time and everything. Because basically, if you don't actually not actually like, organize your time very, very well, you're not really going to like spend a lot of time with your chats. You understand? So that's what we actually dedicate the Monday session for psychology training. And today's own is going to be on effective time management. How am I having difficulty spelling psychology? Okay, effective time management. Now we are going into 2025 very soon, and we're entering 2025. A lot of goals are going to be written down. Tomorrow, I think tomorrow is crossover night, right? So people will run to church and write a lot of goals. Oh, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do that. Yeah, that's awesome. Like last year, people actually wrote down a lot of goals. They entered them, they went for crossover nights, and they said they'll do this, they'll do that, they'll do that. Everything. There was plenty. Oh. The parents even said they will buy this one, they'll buy Ferrari, they'll learn how to trade forex, crypto, programming. So things I put down. No wahala. They got into the year and they were not even able to even achieve even half of what they wrote down to achieve. And it's going to be the same thing again. People would actually run to church again and write down these things. Now, the truth of the matter now is that just what the matter now is that it's not by going to church and praying for hours and kabashing and speaking in tongues that would actually make your 2025 very, very successful. The Bible says it, heaven helps those who helps themselves. God is very, very willing to help you if you help yourself. Allah is really, really willing to help you if you help yourself. So going to pray is a very good thing, but as you're praying, help yourself, back it up with, things that are really going to make you very productive. Now, one of the best things that can actually make you very productive in life is actually effectively managing your time. Now, to effectively manage your time, you'll be very, very productive. Now, what I'm going to teach on this call is going to be very powerful. And some persons are not going to, they'll like it too. They'll feel very, very hyped up and very, very motivated from what we hear on this call. And they'll, you know, vow that after this session, they will implement it. And, probably they will implement for 1 or 2 days and they'll stop. But there are some persons that would actually enter into the fight for this particular thing and they'll keep doing it over and over and it's just become a habit for them and they're going to have massive result. Now, effectively managing your time is very, very good. Not only is it going to help you have enough time to actually like spend in front of a chat to learn how to trade faster. It's also going to help you actually have enough time for other things in life. It's going to help you to actually have enough time for your family. It's going to help you actually have enough time for if you're a business owner for your own work, right? It's going to help you actually have enough time to learn skill sets that you want to actually learn. It's going to help you actually have enough time to read books. It's going to help you actually have enough time to do things you actually love doing. All right. Now we're actually in a particular era of, technology. Just what the matter now is that it's not by going to technological advancement and things have gotten to a level whereby most of us actually spend most of our time, right, just pressing phones and basically doing nothing. So at this particular point in time now, there is actually great need, right, to learn how to effectively manage your time. So let me open a different page so I'll know how to clean what I would get. So I'm going to divide this particular topic on effective time management into two. Right. There are two tools you can actually use to effectively manage your time. Just two. It's just two things you just need. Just two things. Number one, to effectively manage your time, effectively manage your time. One, you need a daily routine. All right. You need a daily routine. What is a daily routine? Let's check the definition from Google. What is a daily routine? Just copy and paste. Hence it. A daily routine is a series of activities or tasks that a person performs regularly each day. Routines can include activities related to personal care, work, leisure, or family tasks. They can help people feel more structured, predictable, and efficient. Here are some examples of daily routine. Waking up at a certain time every morning, going to bed at a certain time every night, journaling your goals, eating breakfast at a certain time, commuting to work, reading and responding to mails, creating a list of tasks for the day, that's to-do list, working on tasks, taking lunch and everything. Okay, that's actually what they actually said on Google, right? So I'll just paste this here. Let me not make it too long. from here to here. Okay. Mm, that the person performs, that the person, that the person, okay, this should be enough. All right. Then the second one is to-do list. Now, daily routine actually a series of activities that you perform every day. All right. So let's say me now, for example, I um remember when we were in school, yeah, when we were in nursery school and primary school, we had this routine every day. I think it was like more like 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. or so was assembly, 8 a.m. to like I think 10 or 11 was the first class. Then I think 11 to like 11:30 was break. Then from like probably like 12 to like 3 was something like that and everything. Then from this time to this time was and that break again. And from this time to this time was lesson. You understand? That's actually what a daily routine looks like. You get. So now, if you notice, if you look at, if you just try to go back in time one or at least more, you notice that we had time for all the subjects we're actually studying. Then we're studying up to like probably 15 subjects, up to like 15 subjects, a lot of subjects we're actually studying. But then we had enough time to learn everything. The teachers actually had their own time to, that's actually how your daily routine actually is. Daily routine is basically structuring your day. All right, let me not talk about to-do list first. Let me talk about daily routine. So now, what's the components of the daily routine? I'll get to that in a bit. Now, what is to-do list? To-do list. Let me write down to-do list here. All right. What is to-do list? To-do lists are the list of things you want to do at a particular day that are not in your daily routine. Remember, daily routine are actually series of activities that you regularly perform every day, that you're constantly repeating them. Every time when you wake up, every time you have breakfast, every time you read your book, every time when you go for a morning walk, every time where you bring out your chats to trade, every time when you learn your courses, every time where you do this. You have time where you respond to your business emails. You have a time where you do your business marketing. You have a time where you go to work. Okay, that's your daily routine. Now, things that are matching your daily routine are the things you are in your to-do list. For example, now I woke up this morning by let's say 3:45 a.m. Okay, that's the time I wake up every morning. Now, as I woke up for the day now, right? My daily routine is already there. All the things I want to do for today. Now, there are other things I want to do today that are not actually my daily routine. Let's say, for example, I want to call my mom. You understand? Or let's say, for example, I want to go to town to pick up something from somebody. Or let's say I want to, you know, communicate this to this person. Or let's say I want to actually like work on this particular flyer. You understand? Or let's say I want to actually like get this particular item. Or let's say I want to actually like do this particular activity. It's not actually my daily routine. If I don't write it down, I am going to forget. I'm going to most likely forget. So instead of me to actually like not write it down and forget, I have a book where I write down all the things I need to do for the day that are not actually my daily routine. You understand? I have the list. Let me check my to-do list for today and just write down one or two things let me just give an example. Okay. So if you have your daily routine and your to-do list, you're going to be very, very what do you call it? Effective. So let me just check what is a to-do list. A to-do list is a list of tasks you need to complete or things you want to do. Most typically, they are organized the order of priority. Some persons actually use sticky notes to their own to-do list, but me, I like using a book. I like using a book. So the activities, yeah, I like using a book. You can also even use, there are actually applications for to-do lists, applications where you can actually write down the things you want to do a day, then the next day you write down the next one to all of those things. Just download them, just check to-do list on your Play Store, you'll see them. Okay, that's it. That's it. So let me check mine and show you an example. My list for yesterday. Just give me 1 second. Trying to think my okay. All right, so let me just show you like my to-do list for yesterday. All right, so yesterday I wanted to do certain things, okay? So my traders connect, all right. I wanted to actually connect 4 different accounts to my MT4 account for to link them. They're also my own account too. They're my pop account, but I wanted to squeeze all of them together. So when I take a trade, I want to automatically connect to all of them, take the trade automatically on all the accounts, you understand? About 3 different pop accounts. I want to actually link to my XNS account. To do that, it's going to cost me $10 per account, that's $40. Because I wanted to actually do it yesterday. So I wrote it down in my to-do list. Subscribe and connect, subscribe. See, this is not actually my daily routine, and connect traders connect. Right. So another thing I also wanted to do was I was actually also upgrade my trading view. Okay. I also wanted to upgrade my trading view, upgrade my trading view, upgrade trading view. You see, I know that if I don't do that on Sunday, it may actually affect me on Monday. Because on Monday, what if I see a set up very early in the morning that I actually want to enter, and then my other 3 accounts are not connected? So I have to enter it here, open this account, enter it here, that type of thing. I'll make mistakes or enter late or get bad entries. You understand? So you see what I'm talking about. So upgrade training. Then also I have a particular laptop that I give someone to fix. Okay. And I want to actually reach out to the person to know if the person is done fixing it. All right, it's one old Windows like that. So I'll call Uchi laptop. You see it now. Now, if I don't write these things down, chances are I'll run through yesterday without doing any of these things. Do you understand? But because the fact that I wrote all these things down, do you understand? I would obviously be checking my to-do list regularly, and I'll be doing all the things I wrote down. So at the end of the day, I'm actually going to do all these tasks because I wrote them down on my to-do list. It can actually include anything. You want to call it a talk, you want to write everything down in to-do list. So I want to wake up in the morning after having your bath, calm down, write down the activity. In fact, today I see it's already going. You understand? Be writing down the things you want to do tomorrow. Be writing down the things you want to do tomorrow in your to-do list already. You understand? This is going to make sure you actually go through the day, achieving every single thing you want to actually achieve for the day. There's not going to be anything like procrastination. You understand? There's not going to be anything like procrastination. You write it down on it. That's what to do is actually is. Now let me go into daily routine. All right. So these are the 2 things that you need to be very effective. You're entering 2025, you need to be very, very, very effective. You can learn, you can learn up to like 5 skill sets in 2025. You can learn up to like 5 skill sets in 2025. You understand? And you can also beat procrastination too and become very effective if you just do just these things. So let me open another page and give you an example of a daily routine so you can actually just see what the routine actually looks like. Okay. So everybody's daily routine is obviously going to be different. Mine is going to be different from yours. Yours is going to be different from mine. Top is going to be different from Titi's own. Titi's own is going to be different from Abiola's own. Abiola's own is going to be different from Uchena's own. That's actually how it actually is because everybody all have different activity they do every single day. Do you understand? So now this is what the daily routine look like. Let me get based on how your day actually goes, your routine during weekdays can actually be different from your routine during weekends. It can actually be totally different from your routines during weekends. It all depends on you. Do you understand? So let's see this. I'll just write down this particular. This is actually the daily routine of somebody. I'll just write it down here so you can just see it and have an idea of what your daily routine can look like. Okay? This is the daily routine of, let's say, Afolabi. Okay? This is Mr. Afolabi's daily routine. Daily routine. Okay? So these are the activities he's doing. So number one, now your daily routine should not only just be activities, they should also include the time when you do those activities, okay? They should include the time when you do these activities. So for example, now this is how Mr. Falabi's own goes. He wakes up 3:45 a.m. 45 a.m. 3:45 a.m. to 4 a.m. He cleans his house. Okay. He cleans his house, wakes up and uses first thing he does, 15 minutes cleaning his house. Cleans his house. Okay, here's the first one. The first one he does for the day. Then after that, he does a little bit of exercise very early in the morning. Okay, 4 a.m. It can be some push-ups, it can be some sit-ups, all right, it can be some squats. He knows what he does. So he just does them very, very early in the morning. Some exercises. Try to make it very, very good. Should be recording won't be long. All right, exercises. Okay. Then from 4:30, from that 4:30 to 5 a.m., he does this. He has his bath, okay? Bits. I stole this from Mr. Folabi so I can use that to teach. All right. Then then from 5:30 to from 5 to 5:30 rather. 5 a.m. to 5:30. Okay. Yes. So he does this from 5 a.m. to 5:30. Hmm. Bible study and praise. Praise. Okay. Then he has cats. So he uses this time from 5:30 to attend to his cats, to clean their litter and feed them and arrange their space very well. But he knows he's not going to have time after that. All right. So he uses this time. He even has the time that he wrote down to even take care of his cat self. But he wrote cats there. Do you understand? Then from 6 to 7 a.m. is go live. All right. He knows Coach Michael will be coming to teach. So he comes to join the session so he can actually learn from Coach Michael directly. This is go live. Then from 7 a.m. to 8, he reads his self-help books. All right. Self-help books. Okay. From 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. read self-help books. Then he happens to be a choir in church, and he happens to be someone who loves music very well. So from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., he does some vocal warm-up. Vocal warm-ups. Now, Afolabi is not actually, is actually okay. Then from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. kind of like um works on his charts. Works on his charts. That's studies, forex study, personal forex study. Okay. Then from 10 a.m. to 11, this is how you actually plan. This is actually how he actually planned his own day. This is where I begin. And of course, there must always be break time because if you don't actually have break time, you will actually get fatigued. Okay, you actually get fatigued. You actually get fatigued. All right, you get fatigued. So um what did I do here? From 9 to 11 rather, from 11 to 12. So Afolabi actually works from home. He works from home, so his working hours is actually from 12 to 4 p.m. He was probably doing a part-time job. He's doing a part-time job and um in data analysis or something like that. Not a full-time job. So he works like 4 hours or 5 hours. So from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. That's where it's work. That's his work that's paying him some money while he's trying to learn forex. So you understand? Then he takes a break. So probably doesn't even take a break self. Like I said, everybody's going to be different. And then he also likes the guitar too. He also wants to learn how to play guitar. So he has a guitar he bought, one small guitar like that he bought. So from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. he's playing the guitar training. He's learning how to play his guitar training. Then from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., that's when he takes the break. This is what he does every single day from Monday to Friday. It's just Saturday and Sunday that he has a different routine because his day is actually going to be obviously different on Saturday and Sunday. Also, first market is not open, for example. You understand? So it's different. But from Monday to Friday, this is actually what he does. This is a break time. This is when he takes time to probably watch a movie, eat his dinner, and what so this is actually when he um has his break time, 7 to 7:30 p.m. So after he has been working since morning, yeah, and obviously you have to have a break time because if you just work throughout the day and you don't rest, you're going to get you get fatigued. It's not going to feel motivating for you. But if you actually have the time when you're done for the day, you rest and relax. You understand? You can work knowing that, oh, by this time I'll be done working. And then I can actually have the time to probably see a movie. I can have time to watch, to play video games, or I can have time to to, you know, talk to my friends, go on strolls, or, probably, understand, maybe I go and play basketball, get whatever you do that you like very well, you understand, at that particular time. So, it is a great time. He likes watching movies a lot. So this is when he has his great time, you know, in dinner. And this is his routine during the day. I'm not going to talk about his routine during weekends because of time, right? But I'll just give you an example. So if you look at this thing now, this is what it does every single day. This is what the daily routine look like. Now you see that this thing is totally different from your to-do list. Now the reason why I actually um I wrote daily routine and then I wrote to-do list and then I actually explained to-do list first was because to-do list is very, very easy. It's not as long as this. I don't have to give an example of this, you understand. So you see it. Daily routine every single day. So every single day, he wakes up by 3:45 a.m. Every single day, he sleeps by 7:30 a.m. But let's see, let's do this like this now. Yeah? So it's going to be different. You structure it around how your day goes, okay? How your day goes. How many hours you want to use to sleep? All right. What time do you want to be waking up? Do you want to be waking up? Okay. So 7:45 a.m. 45. Doing like this every day, you will be very, very productive. You just be too productive. Bedtime sleep. Every single thing Mr. Falabi look forward to is to follow his daily routine and his to-do list. Finish every single thing. So he wakes up, he sleeps for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Sleep for 7 hours a day, which is what the doctor actually recommend adults sleep for up to 7 hours a day. That's actually what actually recommended. So he has maximum number of sleep hours that is recommended for an adult. So when he wakes up in the morning feeling energized and he sleeps early, doctor recommends to sleep early because we actually have a biological clock. Our biological clock is from this to that. You understand? If you sleep within this period, the quality of the sleep is going to be greater. If you sleep anywhere between 7 till around 6 a.m., and that time you get one of those 8 hours, 7 to like I think 7 a.m., 7 to 7. You're going to feel more energized than when you're sleeping from around like let's say 6 a.m. to like 12 p.m. because biological clock, we have all of that and everything there, you know, and everything. Yeah. So he has 7 hours of sleep. He's not joking with the sleep time. Okay. 7 hours of sleep a day of sleep a day. But see where it now gets very, very interesting. All right. See where it now gets very interesting. He exercises 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes exercise. Exercise daily, which translates to 30 times 30. 30 minutes a day is going to be equal to 30 times 30. No, no, no. We have 5 working days. Right, so that's 30 times 20, 30 times 20. We're not going to include weekends. So that means he has 600 minutes of exercise in a month. In a month. And in a year, times 12. Times 12. He has 7,200 minutes of exercise in a month. In a year, rather. This is a day, this is a month, this is a year. Let's go to the next one. Bible studies. He spends 30 minutes studying his Bible and praying. So 30 minutes Bible and prayer. Praying. I don't write praying because it's going to make it very, very long. Okay, let me just write and pray. which translates to 600 minutes in a month, and 7,200. If you don't have a daily routine, I can bet you there's no way you're going to spend 7,200 minutes studying your Bible and praying in a year. There's no way. You understand? The total amount of time he spends on his Forex chart is 6 to 7 is 1 hour, 11 to 12 is 2 hours. Personally, 9 to 11, that's 2 hours. 2 hours plus 2 hours, 4 hours. So 4 hours is what he spends for Forex every day. 4 hours for Forex. This is what we call effective time management. There's no way Abiola is going to actually achieve this without Jesus is Lord. Oh, what? There's no way, sorry. There's no way, okay, sorry. There's no way, okay, let's say Topper. There's no way Topper is going to actually achieve this um, if he doesn't have a, what they call it, daily routine. So 4 times 5 times 5, that's 5 days a week. That is spent 4 hours, Jesus. 4 hours in a day, right? That's 20 hours in a week times. Okay. Okay, so 4 times, let me in minutes. 4 times 60. That's it spends 200. It spends 4 hours. Let me make it in minutes. Okay, 240 minutes on Forex in a day. You want to learn how to trade Forex, right? The more time you spend, right? Good. Remember that's that particular thing. I've talked about it multiple times, yeah? You spend 240 minutes in a day on Forex. That means in a week times 5. He spends 1,200 minutes. What am I doing here? I made a mistake. Okay, sorry, in a month rather, times 4. He spends 4,800 minutes, 800 minutes on learning Forex in a month. And that translates to times 12. That's 57,600 minutes in a year. How will you spend 57,600 minutes in 2025 in learning Forex? All right. And you won't tell me that at the end of 2025, you don't know how to learn, you don't know how to trade Forex. It's not possible. It's not possible. He spends 60 minutes reading a book every day, reading books, self-help books. There's so many self-help books you can read though. All right. Nobody actually knows everything. We are all learning. We are all growing in this life. Okay. We all started from zero knowledge to 10% knowledge. And the more you read books, the more you learn because you're basically learning from people who actually have experience in different aspects. For example, if you're reading a book on anger management, you're working with someone that probably has been a therapist for like 30 years and actually specializes on helping people with that amount, that type of, you understand. You get the person that creates a book based on the person's experience. So you can actually have that 30 years of experience that the person actually has. But if you read the person's book, you can actually learn what the person has compressed together in just one book and get the value you need. You understand? If you're trying to learn how to work with people, you want to learn how to make friends and work with people very, very well. You can't actually have that 30 years or 40 years experience in network marketing that probably the person that created that book actually has. But you can actually read a book within 1 week or 2 weeks and get what the person is trying to actually teach. You understand? So 60 minutes in a day translates to 60 times 20, 1,200 minutes. Now, remember, I'm not including Saturdays and Sunday in a month, which translates to 12, 14,400, 10,400 minutes in a year. You know how many books you'd have read? You'd have read so many books. You'd have read them over and over and over and over and over. I'm not going to include the job, but let me just put GOP there. All right. Then I'll go to guitar, what they call it, training. So you'd have spent or 1 hour. You see the same thing, 60 minutes. There's no way you spend, okay, 16 minutes guitar. It can include anything, the things you want to learn in 2025, all the things you wrote down, write them down now. Arrange that to daily routine, create it very, and arrange it the way you want it to be. Put the activities you want to be doing there, paste it on your wall, all right, personally, and make sure you follow it. Make sure you don't deviate. Any day you deviate, get very, very angry at yourself. Any day you deviate, because this is like what is going to really make you very, very productive. But this is what going to make you actually smash all those goals you don't actually achieve. And then apart from that, you're still having enough time for yourself. All right, you're having enough time for yourself, break time. You have enough time for leisure. 2 hours, 30 minutes a day. 2 hours, 30 minutes a day. 2 hours, 30 minutes, 2.5 times 60 is 115 minutes. 115 minutes break translates to 300 minutes, 3,000 minutes a month rather, which also translates to this 36,000 minutes a year. So you see it, this is the only way, or one of the only ways I know that you can actually become effective. Everybody, every single person that is actually very productive, every single person that is actually very productive. If you look into the life of, let's say, Bill Gates, all right, those billionaires, or let's say Elon Musk, or let's say Mark, all right, they have time where they do every single activity they do during the day. For example, now they have a company here, they have lots of persons that are working. If they don't actually arrange themselves like this, they don't actually create daily routine like this. They're not going to have time to have meetings with the research and development team. They're not going to have time to have meeting with the what do you call it? Um, um, Marketing team. You're not going to have enough time to have meeting with the tech team. You're not going to have enough time to have with their family self. They will not have time for their family. You understand? They will not have time for other things. They'll just you get. But if you divide everything like this, now you're going to be able to ration the amount of time you want to spend with this particular department, the time you want to spend with your family, time you want to spend for yourself and everything. And so if you actually have a daily routine, it can be anything. Oh. It may not be guitar you're learning, it can be a piano. It can probably be something else. It can be maybe you're learning how to swim. You understand? You can enroll for one, you can have a pool around your side, you pay monthly, you just go there 1 hour, you try what you want to try, practice or whatever, you understand? It can be something else, anything, just arrange them. And seeing that your daily routine can always change. So probably you are working a job from January to March, and then maybe in March you quit the job and now start doing something yourself. Now you're now self-employed. Now you can remove this thing and put that time for that new thing that you're doing. You understand? And probably it's not something that you do by this time. Maybe something that you do in the morning. You can create a new routine, carry this thing from here, put it here. Just make sure that you always have a routine that guides how your day goes every day, and make sure you follow it very, very well. Right? If you follow this thing very well, I promise you, if you follow through this thing, if you follow through with this, just follow through with it on and just for January 1st. By the time January ends, you see how far you'd have gone. Follow through with it on in the month of February. Then March, before you know, the year going to end. And by the 9 years actually going to end, this is what you'd have already done. You would have been very, very much more, you know, knowledgeable and wiser from the book, from the amount of information you've got from this book, right? You would have mastered how to very, very, very well, right? You would have gotten closer to God, right? From this, right? You're going to be very, very healthy from this, all right? People that actually exercise 30 minutes daily have a very, very less likely chance of actually getting obese and actually having cardiovascular diseases. Just 30 minutes. You understand? You'd have actually mastered how to play guitar. Probably even before the middle of the year, so you'd have mastered how to play guitar. You'd have changed this thing to a piano. You'd have also mastered how to play the piano before the end of the year. You understand? You'd have also, you understand? So you'd have made more money from Forex mastered, you understand? So that's just how it is. But if you don't actually have something like this, if you check your what do you call it? There's this thing, your phone usage data. You'll notice, just check your phone usage data. You notice on an average, you spend 7 hours on your phone. You check it. Screen time, you check your screen time. You notice that throughout last year, you spent an average of 7 hours on your phone daily. But if you check now and you ask yourself, what are the things I learned from spending 7 hours on my phone every single day? Nothing. You just TikTok video. You saw some videos of people making some food that you don't want to, that you will obviously not cook. Them using honey to cook rice, and you know they're making money themselves from it, but you're not making anything. You watch some comedy, some funny videos. You saw Tinubu say rubbish on social media for 7 hours of the day, and the next day again, and that 4 hours or 5 hours. You understand? So that's how it just going. For January has gone, February has gone, March has gone. You start feeling bad. You say, no, I'll be serious. Then April again, you try to be serious. After 2 days, no, 2025 should be different. Daily routine, all right? Daily routine and to-do list. That's just it. This session is actually recorded. I'll drop the recording of the session and the group chat for those who joined it, so you can actually go through it and take your time to draft out your own daily routine, place it on your wall so you can see it every day, and also your to-do list. Get a book for it. And the 2025 is going to be very powerful for everybody, and people are going to get lots of value and go to go to a different level in 2025. Then for this particular thing, it may not only be forex you're learning, it can also be maybe also learning how to program. You're learning programming. You can do 12 to 4 p.m. for your programming course. You put it there. That's also 4 hours still for programming. If you include that one now again, that's like additional 57,000 minutes on programming. 7,000 divided by 60, 57,600 divided by 60, that's 960 hours in a year. So if you remove this job and change it to programming, you know, without by the end of the year, you would have spent 960 hours on your programming course. There's no way you spend 960 hours on programming and you not actually you're not going to tell me that you'd have actually mastered like up to like 3 different programming languages, and you won't have actually even worked on some projects. Yeah, so that's just basically how it actually works. This is how to be very, very productive in 2025. It's how to be very productive in 2025. So please make sure you go through the recording and get the value, create your daily routine, create your to-do list, and you know, ginger yourself, hype yourself up before 2025. 2025 has to be very, very